Obviously, there's a quality difference, but the ones in Total War look fantastic. The only main difference is that the new minis, it seems that they altered it where they very consistently have the frills from the bottom, whereas on the old minis, the frills could come out in a lot of different places. Like, they could have frills from the top, frills from the bottom, or frills from the side. So it looks like for Total War Warhammer, they're just having it where the frills can come from any direction instead of just the bottom. But like, other than that, they're virtually the same. I would say they more closely resemble the fantasy ones. You are correct on that, but I think they look great. All right, so the armor I have right now this is what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing the. Do I have the Shield Weaver armor? I do not yet. Ooh, that armor set looks good on Aloy. Holy crap. This one's frost resistant. This one's resistant to everything. But I need another Watcher Heart. Where am I at in the game? I just joined. I am fairly late in the game. We're just gonna buy a whole bunch of plays. We are finishing up a handful of side quests, and then we're gonna go do the Frozen Wilds DLC. And then after that, pretty much all that's left is finishing off the main storyline. But we've already finished off the Meridian storyline. And we've already gotten all the collectibles in the game as well. So we've gotten all the metal flowers, all the Banuk figures, all of the vantage points. We've gotten all that stuff. Okay. There we go. So what quest do we have left? Side quests. We've got... Oh, this is the last regular side quest we have. Death from the Skies. Show on map. Alright, let's go knock it out. And then we're off to the DLC. Oh! It just kind of throws us right into it, didn't it? Mind your manners, sir. Let's try a different strategy than I normally do. Ah! I hate when they land on, like, the cliff way above you. When in doubt, make your own birds. Land! And the thing Flinthawks are very like, sometimes they land on the ground where you can get to them, and you can, like, critical attack them or take them over. Sometimes they don't, and you can't. Mine seems to be absolutely useless. Hold still. Big booger. Got it. Okay, I think think that's all of them except for mine. Sorry, little guy. Nothing personal. The mission does specifically say yes.
What made these Glintox attack? I'd better speak to whoever's in charge.
See, they made a lot of stuff look great. Yeah, they did. I think literally the only complaint I can possibly throw at CA, and it's a very minor complaint. Okay, I think we can get rid of some of the worse corruption ones. I think the only thing I could even think of complaining about, and like I said, infinitely, like I'm nitpicking so hard at this point, it would be that I think that Scarbrand looks great, but I think he has too much, I think he has not enough skull showing on his face. Like he's on his tabletop mini, literally like half of his face has been like worn down to the bone. And the Total War model, it's more like he has a couple of bones sticking out. Like it's like his eyebrow and the tip of his cheekbone. So I would like for it to be, I would have liked for it to be more like half of his face is sticking out, but there may have been like, that may have been intentional, I don't know, but that's literally the only thing I could think of. And that's such a minor complaint that I really don't care. Like he looks fantastic. It's like it's, for me, that's the equivalent of someone being like holding a gun to my head and saying, "You better find something not to like." And that would be my answer. Might have done it for rating, maybe.
A miracle we survived. You look like you can handle yourself.
You're okay. Whatever. You know what? I don't care.
Had nowhere else to run.
This, oh, at least a ladder. It's like this leads nowhere. Hello there.
You just flew in on a rainbow and saved our sorry slags. Where'd you come from?
A man named Hackard outside the village warned me.
Traitor! I ordered him to stay put. I'll throw him in
I
irons.
think he's dead, dude.
He's dead.
What? That scorched out, filthy, rotten dirtwad of a brother. Why didn't he listen? Why?
He was worried you and the entire town would be killed. Do you have any idea what could be drawing the Glinthawks? What exactly do you do here?
I'm the mayor. Mostly
The mayor?
because I was too drunk to say no when my brother asked me. Tell me where he is, and I'll lay him to rest once we get these Glinthogs to flock off.
You'll find him due south of here, along the river.
Damn that fool. That bung. That lunkhead. Thank you for being with him at the end.
I like his gut plate.
Why do you think the Karja have anything to do with the Glinthawks?
We built this outpost to protect against the Karja. Now they're coming here to trade. Fine. Their shards are as good as anyone's. But everyone knows that they want this place. Come to think of it, they want every place.
But how could the Karja have brought on the Glinthawks?
If I ever get a break from him, I'll see if I can spare a man to follow the trail. Guaranteed, there's a Karja at the other end.
Has anything changed that might have lured the Glinthawks? Have you left machine scrap lying around?
No. Us around use our scrap, not like the Karja. They only keep the pretty parts.
So the Karja have been leaving scrap around.
Here? Never. If a Karja wasted scrap on my watch, I'd pick it up and make him eat it.
Nice.
Has anyone come trying to sell lures? They're devices that attract machines.
Is that real? Is that some sort of Nora joke?
I'll take that as a no. Why don't I investigate why the Glinthawks are attacking? You've got your hands full.
Really? No one ever offers to help me. You, any good at tracking?
No.
You could say that.
All right, then. Let me know what you find. Hammer to steel, a Karj is behind all this.
Somehow I doubt it because of how much you keep saying it. Alright. Investigate. Wait.
That device is sending out a signal.
Oh,
Might be what's attracting the Glinthawks.
there is definitely
Turn
a lure
off!
here.
Turn off!
Hello, Shahavad. What you got there, buddy?
What are you doing?
By the sun, it won't turn off!
That device is making the Glinthawks attack. Turn it off.
Me?
Hey,
I
Vargas,
don't know how
what's
to
up?
turn it off any more than I know how I turned it on. I scrounged it from an old workshop.
Get out of my way. Problem solved.
Well, that should do it. Now start talking. Did you know this whole time that that device was luring Glinthawks?
By the sun, no. I stashed
Do I think
it
Boris
here for a
Boca will
while,
be
but when I came
FLC or
back,
DLC?
I
Boris
was
will be
nearly
DLC,
beheaded
I
by
think.
one of those flying terrors.
You mentioned you found the device in a workshop?
Yes, I camped out atop the snowy eastern ridge. No easy climb even in my best years, but I girded my
Enough. Were there any other devices at this workshop?
abandoned equipment, the likes of which I've never seen. A peculiar silo remained impervious to my attempts
Oh, I wonder
to
if this
open
is where the lures are coming
As I
from.
searched, I wondered how many secrets lie
this guy likes to
hidden
talk.
in this world. As
Hey,
we,
Farir.
in our ignorance, go about our daily...
Your point?
Oh, no, I didn't see another device. But one could still be there, waiting to unleash its horrors.
Why are you scrounging gear you don't even understand?
My customers demand extraordinary pieces best found at the fringes of civilization. My tales of adventure only increase their
Actually,
value.
no.
Where
Boris will
others
probably
only
be free
dare
LC,
tread,
not DLC.
I flourish. No mountain climbs too high that I can't mount it. My trade demands sacrifice.
Including the sacrifice of innocence? Those Glinthawks swooped down and attacked everyone.
I didn't mean for that to happen. I sought only to sate the appetites of rich nobles who never leave their mansions.
This device is dangerous. I have to find that workshop and make sure it's the last. Where is it?
On the eastern ridge, just beyond my campsite. But after I descended from the workshop, a cracking above me signaled my doom. I dove into the river mere moments before an avalanche took out the path. You can't reach it now. The climb is too perilous.
I'll take my chances. You just stay away from that workshop and try not to cause another mess.
Alright, so that idiot was causing the entire situation. And now we need to climb a mountain. Oh! I remember this place. We've been up here in the past. Yeah, I suspect if they do it right, hopefully they will do a DLC for the hags, the hag mothers and the ungoals, and then have it where Boris Boca is the FLC lord that comes with it. Because Boris should not need much in the way of new animations. How's Chloe? Chloe's good. She's not thrilled with me, but she is okay. She got her ears packed, so she got a whole bunch of medicine put in her ears, so that she won't have to deal with having. Because she had like a bunch of bacteria in one ear, and she also had a yeast infection in the other ear. So we got our ears packed so that she should be all good.
Eyes. White as bone. That thought got dark.
She also got her nails trimmed, which honestly, I think for Chloe, getting her nails trimmed was by far the more traumatic of the experiences she had to deal with today. She had a hard day. Like, there was a huge storm this morning, which Chloe does not like storms. She's fine with rain, but if there's thunder, she does not have a good time. Gonna override this. Good hit. Woo! Wow. Wow, we picked the better robot, apparently. Good job. Absolutely demolished that thing. Yeah, there's nothing left of him. All his corpse just fell into that ravine, I guess. Ooh, run. Where are you up to, buddy? What do I think will make Boris different from Kostaltin? Well, Kostaltin's not intended as a, Kostaltin's not a strong melee lord. Kostaltin is intended as a support character who's apparently incredibly durable and difficult to kill. Over here.
Got their attention.
Expected to get arrested for cockfighting? Oh no. That would be a little bit problematic. That would be.
If I find any and destroy them, the machine should leave.
Are you kidding? There's a storm bird?
There. Allure.
Oh yeah, you know. Just an easy. Okay, he's going to fight my Bellaback. Yep. That one. And... oh, I still have to kill it? Of course I do. I'm coming, Robot! I'm coming, hang in there! I'm coming!
Red light means trouble.
You don't need all that armor, big dude. Do I think Norska will ever get a rework? I don't think Norska needs a rework. I think Norska could use, like, some more characters and maybe an expanded roster, but I don't think they need a rework. robot to help out against the big boss is very helpful. Get him, boy! Yeah! Good boy!
Now about this workshop.
Most useful Bellowback ever. Yeah, Kostalton is a support character, not a melee lord. Like, so there are different classifications of characters. So you have, like, Kostalton is more akin to... Oh, man. He's kind of like Volkmar in that he's a damage sponge who has a lot of support abilities. So he's designed to be running around your army, like, giving lots of buffs and protecting people and all that stuff. This has to be where these have been coming from. I mean, we've seen these things all over the place, but we have no idea where they're coming from.
Brilliant.
Derval.
Dangerous. Now to bring word back to Pitchcliff.
Huh. Return to that dude. Oh yeah, no, he is 1000% designed after Rasputin. Which, I mean, that makes sense. Rasputin is probably one of the most famous, like, Russian people from like a global perspective. And he has a very mystical, mythological vibe to him, even in the modern world. Rasputin is a perfect character if you're wanting to make like a fictional fantasy kind of stuff about
Is no place safe?
that part of the world. Rasputin was a bit of a damage sponge as well. If the myths are true about how he died, then yes, he was quite a damage sponge, wasn't he?
You'll be happy to know I found another one of those lures and destroyed it. Should be the last you'll hear of it.
By fire and spit, you went above and beyond. How do you know there won't be any more?
The workshop where I found it was long abandoned. You're safe.
Good. My troops want to spit and shake your hand, as my brother would have. On behalf of Pitchcliff and my family, I thank you.
Alright. That is... We have done every single side quest we have found in the entire game. We've done every errand. We've done every corrupted area. So it's time to go into the Frozen Wilds, chat. It's DLC time! Mother of all mustaches? I've seen better. It is an impressive mustache, though. I'm really excited to go here. I've heard a lot of good things about the DLC, and I don't know what they are, but I know there are new robots. I want to say there's a mammoth, if I remember the promotional trailer.
Was talking about, with Banuk territory just above.
But this is it. Here we go. Into the Frozen Wilds. Did I do the secret quest? I don't know. I don't know if it's secret or not. If it's a secret, I wouldn't know about it unless I've done it, I guess. The only side quests we have, so the only main quests we're on Secrets of the Deep Earth. The only side quests we have are Into the Frozen Wilds and the Ancient Armory, which the Ancient Armory requires us to find 2 more power cells, which we get during the main story. We've done all the bandit camps, we've done all the tall necks except for the one we're about to do. We've gotten all of the blazing suns for all of the different hunting grounds. We've done all the cauldrons, we've done all the corrupted zones, and we've done all the tutorials. So, yeah. How dangerous are beastmen to Kislev? Extremely. Beastmen are dangerous to everybody. But Kislev has a big beastman problem. Not as bad as the Empire, because the Kislev is mostly like open tundras. But once you get towards the mountains and a lot of the forests that are near the mountains, ooh, there is a...
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless missions.
Shut up, Silence.
The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your desk.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's the ancient past that concerns me, Aloy, not my own. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Yep.
Touchy.
Interesting.
Can't be too prepared.
Here we go. I don't even like... What is that?
This one's a new predator. I can see the heat coming off it.
Demonic Scorcher? Sweet to ice arrows. Whoa, he looks like kind of like a hound. Whoa. So about that resist fire potion. Don't do that. There we go, get frozen, you big jerk. Oh my god, he's got like rocket boosters. Okay, no more generator. Oh my good god, get off! It's got like interesting. They are doing a Beastman rework. Yeah, they are absolutely doing a Beastman rework. Will each of the Beastman Legendary Lords be given their own faction? Probably. That would be consistent with what they've been doing. So already we've encountered a demon dog. Robot. Oh wow, this is pretty. Got like snow drifts and
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
cool horn. Y'all could not shoot me and appreciate it. So we finally have met the Banuk.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
Yeah, I'll be fine, thank you.
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too.
Whoa! Look at that! It's like a... Like, it's kind of like a volcano,